This week on The Wet Slap,
That was genuine. I really think
unknown entity becomes completely unhinged.
entitled they are with their unitards.
This might be the longest cut segment that you've ever had on this show. You know what Catholics are also obsessed with?
The three amigos expose the Catholic Church's deepest and darkest secrets. Men have probably squandered the word for ages. And unravel the Andrew Schultz versus Steiny beef.
No, I apologize. You asked me what annoyed me, and I gave you an honest answer.
He bullied the weakest guy in the room.
And I loved it.
Buckle up, bedwetters, and prepare for the journey of a lifetime. Episode 107. We here, baby. Kyle, you always have the best openings. Did you see that I've been sticking with bedwetters since the Past Boys Only episode? Can you give a little intro to the show?
Yeah, dude. In your hand, in your hand, in your hand. All right, what's going on? Wet slap, bed wetters. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
All right, bed wetters. Pants are wet. You're watching this. Hopefully, you haven't taken those wet pants off yet, because this is morning. First thing you do when you wake up is listen to this. So hopefully, you're still dripping. What up? It is Sunday.
Yes.
August 27th.
Might I add, it's Sunday morning, so I'm still feeling very groggy. My sleep schedule's been booty, but I'm drinking coffee right now, so I'm progressively getting better and closer to death, right? Or an unknown. Fuck. I keep spoiling your identity. PJ already bleeped it.
Yeah, dude, I had to wake up at 6:30 and move a whole storage unit to a different storage unit. It was the worst.
So why?
My sister, I guess, got offered a better storage unit within her storage unit facility. And so she was like, I can't move this all by myself. And we were just like, oh, come on. And the worst part is I was like, hey, don't pay me. Just give me like 2 chicken McGriddles and we'll call it even. And so we get there this morning. She's already there. She goes, oh, hey, your McGriddle's in the bag. I was like, McGriddle? I was like, I want it. And then I get in the bag. What is it? It's a sausage McGriddle. And I was like, you butchered it by getting me one, and you butchered it by doing sausage. I was like, you.
Yeah. Sorry, I need more coffee. This is really hard for me.
How's the new promotion?
Oh, yeah, dude. How's the new store, brother?
It's good, man. It's busy. It's luxurious. My assistant drives me crazy. Absolutely crazy. But she's a hard worker, so I can't complain.
She's the one with the autistic child.
Yeah.
That you know what? That'll teach you something in this lifetime. Having an autistic child, you have so much responsibility, and you have to take close care of someone for so long. They have to be some of the strongest people to take care of an autistic child.
Define that. Why?
Yeah, because you're a parent, and your autistic child's gonna grow up with you, and they're never gonna truly grow up. You're gonna always have that 10 to 18-year-old kid.
One would argue that you grow less.
Well, you're thinking of severe autism. Like, there's autistic people that are fully functioning, not act between that age of 10 and 18.
Are you talking about me?
I guess so. I mean, her son is fully functioning. Like, he's like on the spectrum, but not full on the spectrum.
Maybe leaning toward Asperger's.
Yeah, for sure. To where it's not like it doesn't affect his everyday life.
No, yeah, I'm definitely talking about severe. But the thing is, if somebody's just slightly autistic, are they really autistic? It's more so like you're just a randomized version of your genetics.
It's like getting a barbershop haircut. It's like, okay, do you want a 2? Do you want a 1? Obviously, 0 is full autistic. And then, maybe I just want a 2 today. Maybe I just want to be a tad bit autistic. I just want to be a half-inch autistic.
Yeah.
I always use a 1.
Nice.
1 all over. I love it.
I wish I had the confidence to get a 1. I really do wish I had the confidence, but I have a big ass forehead, dude. I couldn't do it.
That's funny. I don't think it's my confidence. I think it's my lack of shits to give.
Yeah. But you don't when you look the part, you feel the part. But you've been rocking that so long that I actually like it. But I think a fade on the side would just add an ounce of I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, when I feel like spending $20 a month to go to the barber, then I'll do that.
Oh, brother. I know it's been a while since you went to a barber, because I will tell you, it is not
I was gonna
20
say
no
20
more.
bucks.
It's about 60 if you give them a correct tip. I'll say that much.
That's not true.
60.
Oh shit! I have a beard.
That's for
so I have to do a
fools.
full.
No way.
Yeah, I have to do the full. Yeah, they have to edge up my beard. I get a hot towel shave. They also give me a happy ending in the back. Yeah.
You got to go with the lightning bolt on the side.
I did once. It was terrible.
How old are you?
I don't remember. Nagi did it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
I told him just do whatever because he was trying to be a barber. I was like, here, practice. I really don't care.
You see people who get their hair tatted on them.
like DJ Khaled and
Yeah.
Jalen Rose.
Yeah, and Fuzi Tube.
Well, it's not tatted though. They use I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty much like a marker.
Yeah.
It's like a dye stick.
Like a Sharpie.
Almost, yeah.
Hmm.
Because like if you look at DJ Khaled too, he draws in his beard too. So if you look, he has like the perfect black line going up, but you can see underneath the hair that it's just colored in. It is hilarious.
I love a no makeup girl. I love a girl with no makeup.
None at all.
Like when my girl has no makeup on, it just works. Something just sits right with me. When I see a girl with a bunch of makeup, something just does not sit right with me. I understand and respect the craft, and sometimes, most of the time, you do look great with makeup. It makes your facial structure change. It highlights and brightens certain things and aspects of you. But the no makeup, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that, but some girls just like doing makeup. Like sometimes they're not trying to hide something; they just like doing it because it's like an art to them.
Yeah, but is that low key just kind of protecting? Like I could say, I have a beard because I like having a beard, but at the same time, the beard hides my jawline that it's probably pretty subpar. But like I would never tell you that.
You didn't have to tell me that. I've seen you without a beard.
Oh, dude, you're an ass. Actually, I think my jawline's better now.
I still have the picture of you when you shaved and you kept the mustache, and it's just a mustache, and it looks
Oh yeah.
insane.
Well, that's the move. If you're like a white guy that makes TikToks, shave the beard, leave the mustache. It's the thing right now. Kind of like how the mullet is for. Oh, dude, the Spanish community is going crazy with the mullets.
They've been going crazy with mullets.
They've been going crazy with the
going
rat
crazy.
tails for a while. Luckily, they got rid of the rat tails. You seen the little tails on the back? I never liked those. I'm gonna be honest. There was a kid in my class a long time ago, Carmelo. I don't know if you guys remember him, but he had a little rat tail,
Carmelo.
and he shaved his arms and legs. And to me, that was so foreign. I'm like, you're a boy, but apparently Puerto Ricans shave their arms and legs all the time.
Makes them run
men do.
faster.
Huh?
Makes them run faster and swim faster.
Is it measurable?
What measurable?
The difference in speed or time with running or
Ooh.
swimming?
I bet down to a science, yeah. I
With
don't know,
no
'cause
hair? Yeah, for sure.
I think it has to do with it sounds stupid, but I think it has to do with the friction with the water.
it's probably a minuscule change. I mean, it has to change something.
It's a minuscule change, but you gotta think in a race, like there's someone that's 0.1 seconds behind you and it's photo finish. So if that 0.1 seconds of you shaving helps you, then by all
Atomic
means.
Habits. Atomic Habits explains the 1% rule, which this sounds like a cringy, like, I know what I'm talking about and I smoke cigars thing. But he took hold of this biking team. I think it was the British Olympic biking team. And he changed things by 1% every single day. So by the end of the year, they'd be 365% better. That's all just to unlock and help with consistency. But at the same time, they ended up winning a bunch of medals. And he changed these minuscule things in these people's lives. Oh, maybe I should have put my shaker bottle on the bottom shelf since I've been having back pain during races. Now, today, I'm going to put this up here. Or those minuscule freaking changes, they add up. Yeah.
Interesting.
Right. Today's sponsor is SeatGeek. With 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. They put all the tickets across the web in one place to make sure you're getting the best deal. Each ticket is rated to make sure you get a great deal. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return tickets ahead of the event with swaps. You know I came through for you guys. Use the code THEWETSLAP for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That is $20 off your first purchase with promo code The Wet Slap. Make sure you click the link in the description, download the app. Shout out SeatGeek. You guys want to go to the Taylor Swift concert?
T Swift.
We get $20 off your first purchase using code The Wet Slap.
Do they have midget wrestling on there?
Back to the program. Listen, I know you guys don't watch the side of the internet that I watch sometimes, but have y'all remember FouseyTube? The guy who owned YouTube when it first came out, basically. He did the fake pranks. But
Never
with
heard of
Roman
him.
Atwood, you guys remember Roman Atwood? Damn, how?
Actually, I saw something with I think Fousey recently, and I thought it was Fauci. I thought it was like a politician, and it was just a video of some dude yelling at a few cops while they arrested him. He was like just screaming at them, calling them idiots. And
You're supposed to protect me.
Yeah, and they were putting him in cuffs.
So this is another instance of a real life Black Mirror episode where these streamers, these IRL streamers and real life streamers are now documenting 24 hours of their day, and they're doing anything to be entertaining in any sort of circumstance, and they're going for viral clips every single time. So 3 cops walk into your hotel room. FouseyTube called the cops, called 911 and started screaming, "There's a gun to my head. There's a gun to my head. Come help me." Just to get the cops to come to his room to complain about a stalker that's been stalking him. It's like, brother, you're streaming exactly where you're at all the time. People are
That's
going
why
to
he
know
got
where you're
arrested?
at.
That's why.
Yeah, he got arrested.
for just.
And he was freaking out on the cops when they got there. So not only was it he swatted himself, because the SWAT team has to pull up if you're saying there's guns to people's heads. He swatted himself, and then when the cops got there, he played victim and got arrested.
But that's against the law. You can't just call the cops for no reason.
Exactly.
So he probably got charged.
Got taken in for sure.
Yeah. Is he a fucking idiot?
So he is.
Okay.
There's something wrong with Fousey.
We'll leave it at that.
There's something wrong with him, and I'm nervous because he seems like one of those that's just gonna spiral, and then it's gonna be this huge viral thing where it involves some really bad happening.
And then we
I don't
never
want
hear
that.
about him again.
Right.
Yeah. That's ideal.
Yeah. In 3 generations, nobody will know us unless we cause another Holocaust.
Oh my God.
It's hard to be remembered by
You really
doing
went
something
there.
good.
Hold on. You could have gone a million different places.
I could have gone so
And you said,
crazy.
unless we cause another Holocaust.
I try to be more edgy when I'm on camera. And I know most people try to be less edgy. I don't know why. It's hard to be remembered by doing something good. Name one person who's remembered by doing something good.
I'm still trying to walk past the Holocaust comment. I'm still trying to get past that.
Well, let's do it with
Especially after our Kanye episode last time.
that was your hard take.
What take did I have?
You loving Kanye.
No, I love Kanye. I'll
I
never
lo-
stop loving Kanye.
I love Kanye.
We'll love him together.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Holocaust, dude, you were...
Well,
Different label.
okay. Well, hey, who ran the Holocaust?
Who's your favorite Jew?
Who's the guy that you remember forever?
Who's your favorite Jew?
Adam Sandler. What the hell? Of course.
Okay.
You got lucky with that one.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Adam, for existing. Yeah, so you guys can't name one person who's remembered by doing something amazing for the world?
Adam Sandler.
But he's not like past and gone.
There's a lot of great people that have done lots of great things.
Name one. Here
Bob
we are.
Barker.
Well, I would start with Thomas Edison. He's interesting.
Cool.
He done a lot of good things for society, even though he was a shit dude.
Wasn't he gay?
I don't know if he was gay. I'm not sure. I know he stole the.
It's not a bad thing, but
He stole some ideas. It could be a bad thing. Homosexual and gay are different. You can like dudes or like women or someone of the same sex all you want, but you can't act gay.
Oh, like you're talking about like just
Yeah.
real in there. Oh my gosh. My girlfriend's friends with a bunch of gay guys. All right. I love them. There's a couple specific guys.
Are they
that
gay?
How
Does
much
she
do you
claim
love
some of
them?
my favorite people.
How much do you love them?
Enough to like allow them to touch my butt once, probably. But like never more than that.
Just to see
So-
what it's like for them?
right.
Nice.
Here's a question for
I
you.
want to be
nice.
flat. It's flattery. It's like, you guys want to grab my butt?
That's really nice
Thank
of you,
you.
actually.
You're at a gym, and it's an open shower, no walls, no nothing. And all of them are showering together, and you have to shower. Do you wait for them to get out, or do you go shower with them? Since
I
you know
shower
them.
with them. And I
Okay.
wear it with pride. Flying colors.
Yeah.
I think it's more gay to not go into a shower with a bunch of gay guys.
Brant's the one that's going to start the towel whipping fight in the shower. It's real
He just
steamy.
has his bar of soap and just slowly slides it toward him like, oh, excuse me, gentlemen. Don't mind me.
But
grazes a couple with his shoulder down the...
at least a couple of my really close gay friends, they are very mean to strangers, but in the funniest way possible. Like we were at
Why?
Disney once with a couple of these gay friends, and
The
they were
homo
just so
homies.
mean to strangers walking. Like, say a stranger walked by and kind of brushed his bag, he'd be like, okay, fat fuck, you fat bitch, stop eating so much cinnamon rolls. And then the other one would be like, yeah. And they don't mean it. They're just like in the game. They're playing the game. They're mean. And they were
That's
mean to
just
multiple
mean. That's
strangers.
not funny.
But when's the last time you've seen a straight
I mean,
guy
what
do
if
that?
what if someone brushed up to them and like, oh, stop being gay? They would take that serious.
Well, I mean, yeah, now you're poking a
you're poking
protected
fat people.
sort of thing.
The fat community isn't protected right now.
No,
They're not.
no. Being
That
fat-
one's hard because there's genetics involved. There's
You know what else is hard?
there's mental health, but then also I don't forget fat people. Gay people in the showers. That's hard. If you had a merchandise line, would you force your girlfriend to wear it while doing any sort of romantic action?
What?
Like
What?
if you owned a shirt or like a business and you had a shirt, some sort of merchandise, would you force your girlfriend to wear it while doing romantic actions? Just to like see your own merch on them.
Does this come from like
you're
personal
almost
experience?
of course not.
Where does this?
Dude, I would never. I
specific?
never.
I feel like that's
never.
narcissistic as fuck.
I don't think this is. I
I don't know what you're talking
normal
about.
people
Yeah,
have.
I wouldn't do it. Not one day.
People don't have this problem. They're like, oh,
People. I thought it might be more common. That's why I didn't. I never understood it.
I don't have a merch line, so I guess I wouldn't get it.
I guess to each their whatever tickles your pickle, brother.
I don't know if you're talking to me because it's not tickling my pickle. Dude, on bike trails, did you know people put fishing lines on bike trails just to clothesline people?
Yeah.
It's like blinded people too.
They do it with steel wires in like the woods where people ride dirt bikes. It's real evil. You can kill people.
It is very evil.
Yeah.
I've seen TikToks of the
Yeah.
motorbikes in the woods.
It's
that
totally
shit's
against
wild.
the law. It's like attempted murder. You can't set traps.
You know what's interesting about Christianity?
It's hypocritical in many ways.
Of course, like any religion though.
Yeah, exactly.
But every sin biblically is considered and scripturally is considered equal. So pitting wires on the bike trail is considered equal to like, let's go a little above and say premarital sex, or maybe just a white lie to your parents, like lying about doing something. Apparently that's an equal sin.
Interesting. Not in my eyes.
It's just, yeah, not in our eyes, but apparently in the creator's eyes.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's very good for me.
What's your creator's name?
The wet slap. Wear my merch.
Is his first name?
Yeah. Who's your creator? I know you've been going by Skyman for a little bit, huh?
He says Skyman?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
No, but religion
Might
has
steal
become more and more interesting to me as I become like 23. I'm interested in learning about a lot of religions.
Sort of learn their aspects and piece them together, what
Yeah.
like, their similarities are, and see, okay, now this one is similar to this one. Maybe
For sure.
all the fluff around it, cut it off.
Right.
It's an amazing idea. I encourage that. Report
That's
your
what-
findings to me, please.
That's what Sanderson was doing in high school.
No, really.
Yeah,
love
because he
Sanderson.
what's his name? Aleem invited him to his temple for I forget if he was Hindu or Muslim, but he ended up attending,
That's amazing.
and he ended up attending like Buddhist ones and all that kind of stuff because he was
That's
interested in
amazing.
all these religions.
Well, and also though, in doing that, kind of like the Tates, how all these red pill community guys are like, oh, we're studying religion and philosophy, trying to get down to the, and then they go with, they become Muslims because they want multiple wives. It's like you're just gonna pick and choose.
Whatever's most advantageous to them.
Right. Exactly. It's like, oh, I don't know if I could do, or like I can't resist premarital sex. Okay, I'm not gonna go with Christianity. I'm gonna go with this one. Or
It's often really difficult to pinpoint your own motivations for the things you want to do or the way you feel about stuff.
yeah.
It's so much easier to analyze somebody else from an outside perspective, but then to sit back and say, oh, I analyzed all these religions and I landed on Muslims or Islam because it benefits me the most. But it's really difficult to have the wherewithal to recognize that.
Yeah. There's something, I mean, and also it's easy to like destroy religion and, not take religion serious because there's so many different ones and there's weird parts here and good parts there. But the fact that these ideas have been circulated for so long, it's really crazy.
Well, the Bible has also been recreated and rewritten like however many times now, and
So
stuff's
many
been
times.
taken out of it, stuff's been added to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Years later. So it's like, why'd you remove that and then add a whole different story 1,000 years after all that happened?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's why religion overall is just so questionable, because
Men have probably squandered
Yeah.
the word for ages.
there's an agenda to everything.
Yeah.
Especially, it's especially a problem with the Catholic Church. They love to pick and choose what rules they enforce and when they enforce them based on how they can benefit monetarily.
Yeah. And the Catholics are just obsessed with demons. The Catholics are obsessed with everything is do the rules or else real evil.
That's
you know
just
what
the
the
pop culture.
You know what
side of
Catholics
things.
are also obsessed
Right.
with?
Huh?
Pedophiles.
Children.
Yeah. Yeah.
They fucking love children.
Dude, they love them more than any other religion. They love.
I say I will slander Catholicism.
Yeah.
They fuck kids.
Yeah. I've had multiple family members that grew up Catholic and converted later in life because they just didn't respect the Catholic Church and the choices they made.
Sounds pretty woke, man.
I'm with you. I'll slander Catholicism all day long. I don't care.
That's going to be the name of this podcast. Slandering Catholicism.
I just want to take a brief, 5-second hiatus to point out the camera work over here. This guy is killing the game.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow. And he's even blurring you out
The
during.
attentiveness.
And so I guess another reason I brought up some religion stuff is music has. So we talked about this a little bit, but artists have been obsessed with this like demonic route and imagery. And all they're doing is, to me, they're making religion even more correct. I don't know if it's real, like if Illuminati's real. I don't know any of this stuff, but I've just been digging into it. And there was an old wise tale about how Lucifer, before he fell from heaven, when he was one of the archangels, he was in charge of some of the music. But apparently that is kind of not correct. There's one scripture that sort of says that. I didn't write it down, but they were talking about something like pipes, like wind and pipes and making music or something, and Lucifer was in charge of it. But it was
Interesting.
that was through a secondary Bible, rewritten Bible. And before that, it didn't say. It said something about tools and stuff like that.
So it's like the cover album to the Bible.
Exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, Lucifer was perfect in every way, apparently. Lucifer was perfect and beautiful, and he was amazing. And that's why he wanted a throne above gods. And then the whole battle in heaven apparently happened, which sounds dope. Like, I would love to be there and just, like, see it. Apparently there was a huge-ass dragon. Like, Christianity is low-key, like, cool if you watched a movie about it. It's a good story. You can entertain a story.
I don't know.
I mean, all it is.
You guys.
I mean, all it is a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a dragon fighting God? Or actually, the dragon was protecting God.
Is that right?
Yeah.
God has dragons.
One of the archangels apparently transformed into a dragon and fought off Lucifer.
But aren't dragons sort of a symbol of
Dude,
evil
I will
and
drag my
despair?
balls. I will
So-
drag my balls evilly and despairly all over your eyeballs. All right.
What?
We can get off the religious talk. Ooh. I do want to touch on a quick update with the
Bro, what?
it's a good transition. Transitioning ferociously rubbing my balls on your eyes.
After talking about Catholicism and fucking kids, you want to rub your balls on my eyes?
You're of age. Okay. So I'm trying to run a 4-minute 59 mile by the
Where you at?
31st.
Where you at now?
I'm still like high fives.
So I need a number. One number.
It's like 540s. 540s.
540.
Yeah.
What?
Because I've been running 800 meters at a time. So what I'll do is I'll do 400-meter sprints, all below 1 minute 15, which is a 5-minute pace. Where's Nike Run Club? And then I'll do 800 meters, but it's been hard for me to stay under 230, which is a 5-minute pace. I leak up to like 240, 245.
Still very impressive.
Right, still impressive, but 4 minute 59 is just insane. But I'm doing those are my training days, so I'm not even resting. Those aren't unrested days. When I rest, I'm a whole lot faster. I can keep a better pace. For the people who are listening to this podcast and don't know about the project, August 1st, I started training like an Olympian runner and eating like an Olympian runner to run a 4 minute 59 mile by August 31st, which is a crazy feat. Like crazy feat. But yeah, I'm starting to realize it's a lot harder than I thought. We've cut down like over 1.5 minutes, but I still got to cut down like 40, 50 seconds.
So here's after the 459, what's your goal after that? Are you just gonna stop, or what's your plan after that?
Stop running, all forever.
Really?
Never do it again.
Yeah. You've probably ran enough to be good for the rest of your life.
Right.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I do love running though. I know
Yeah,
you got into
running's
biking
fun.
for a little bit, didn't you?
I've been more than running my whole. I mean, I bought a bike and fucking rode it twice, and now it just collects dust in my garage.
Nice.
Because
That's
I
what
was like,
everybody does.
I would start riding in the morning, because I was like, man, like, because I used to run every morning. And I was like, I want something more fun, and biking fucking blows. It is the most. It sucks, especially when you're doing it for exercise.
Plus, you just look like a dimwit. I'm not a big fan of bikers.
Well, I didn't have a racing bike.
Oh,
It was just like a really casual bike, but still, like it sucked to ride that shit in the morning. Like I would have rather just ran and been done in 20, 30 minutes and bike for an hour just to do the calories I'd burn running for 20 to 30 minutes.
I think I dislike bikers because they intimidate me a little bit. Because
Their
they're
calves
people who got everything together.
Do they though?
I feel like bikers do. I feel like bikers wake up real early.
In our town, they're fuckheads. They ride on the road 15 feet to the right or left of tens of miles of trail. Like they just own the shit. Entitled pricks they are with their unitards. Fuck them.
Have you ever heard
Thank
their
you.
excuse for not riding on the trail?
I have, and I don't give a fuck.
What
It's
is it?
there. We paid for it.
The
too safe?
pavement on the trail is different than the road. It destroys their tires.
Yeah, see, I don't care. That's a price you got to pay. Ride the fucking trail and get off the fucking road.
You know what? I appreciate you.
When you're a kid and you ride in the road, like on your scooter or your bike, what do your parents tell you? Stay out of the road. That's where cars go.
Yeah.
The road is for cars. Children grasp that concept, but grown adults can't understand that. Then that's, sometimes I feel like people should just clip them, just, knock them off, injure them just enough to
Right.
get them off the road for like 6 months while they're recovering, destroy the bike, put enough fear in them to make them never want to ride on the road again.
There was this one time I almost charged a biker. Because we were going down off of 50 by the Publix that's closest to the dealerships here in town. So that Publix right there, you go down that road, there's a little bike trail, and there's a, what's it called, a zing or something, a crosswalk.
A zing?
Is that what it is? An
Crosswalk.
exiting? Okay.
Crossing.
Crossing. Okay, yeah.
Did you just say zing?
Well, they,
Like
on the
you saw
signs,
X-I-N-G.
on the sign, they
and you
put,
thought that you said zing.
oh, yep. I thought it
love
was
you.
Xing.
I love you. I love you.
Hey, man, you live long enough to learn,
I
man.
can't believe you just said that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I almost charged the biker on the Xing. He pulled out like real quick and like rotated, spun his bike around, and my girl had to like slam on her brakes because he like just popped out of nowhere, and then he looked over and went like this, and then all these other bikers were going, and anyways, he was like shaking his head no, like at her, and yeah, I almost got out of the car, but she was like, no, it's not worth it.
No, and they're scrawny little spit fucks. You could beat the shit out of them.
They can knock you out with their calves, though, dude.
Yeah, let's see them try.
Freaking swing that thing up there. It's
Let's
like
see
it's like
them
a
try.
fucking horse calf. Have you seen them?
I'll kick the shit out of it. I'll knock their knees into the fucking next dimension. I don't care.
I bet if you could put a needle through the calf, it would just. Just fucking explode.
I don't know. I hate them so much. I have nothing good to say about them, except that they like to exercise. Go for them. Good on them for trying to live healthy lives. But
Yeah.
do it in a less entitled way. Ride on the trails that us taxpayers pay for.
What job is the most intimidating to you guys? Like when you see somebody doing something that's just intimidating. Like our entrepreneurs are probably the least intimidating people I've ever met. Because they're going to be friendly no matter what. Because you're a network.
Yeah, entrepreneurs sometimes just try to overwhelm you with either knowledge or just big words to make themselves sound smarter.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, dude, talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to, speak to me in big smart words for you.
So
to
they do
tell
intimidate
me.
you.
No,
Damn it.
I would say probably who intimidates me? Plumbers.
Why?
People
just
that
go
are
back-
willing to deal with shit all day.
That's any job.
I say
this point.
dealing with you would be top of their list.
Yeah.
So
Did you in a roundabout way just call me shit?
no,
Or am I tripping?
I'm saying that if
In
they
general.
deal with poop all day, I don't think they would mind dealing with someone like you. Like,
Yeah. That was received well.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seemed like offense was taken.
No.
No,
I stay on defense.
the word "you" wasn't direct. It was
It was general.
You.
Right.
"we are you."
It was received well.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
received
obviously not.
You said what's most intimidating? You meaning like the person that does the job or the job itself?
A little bit of both, actually. Give me both.
I've always thought it was really intimidating. The people that climb up those really tall towers and
Hell
get
no.
paid like $20,000 twice a year or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That job seems intimidating.
I think they're called like base climbers or something like that for like line companies.
They probably rock climb in their free time.
I'm
Have
not
you-
that guy. Can't do it.
Have you ever seen those rock climbing videos? The free climbing?
Yeah, they're insane.
Absolutely insane. Like
Yeah.
they'll get between like a wedge that's like literally probably smaller than their body width, and they'll just get up it and just go up it like a fucking lizard or frog or something like that. I'm like, how do you do that? How are you just able to do that and not get tired?
I'm ground bound. I love the ground. I like footing on flat surfaces. Not a big fan of heights and not a big fan of like big waters, like a big bowl of water.
Heard.
Yeah,
You don't like the ocean?
I like the ocean, but I don't want to be like far in it. You know, I got what's it called?
It's not my house.
Yeah,
It's like
I like my-
megalophobia or something like that.
Yeah, when you're afraid of just these gigantic things in the water.
That's
Just
the thing.
gigantic water. Yeah.
We were fucking how long ago? It was probably like 4. It was right before the pandemic. We went out. We were deep sea fishing. We were probably, I think we were 10 miles out or something like that. And just seeing like you would toss a line out and you'd have a fish, and all of a sudden you just see something come up and just eat your fish off the line. And the fish you had caught was like 10, 15 pounds. Like it wasn't like a small fish by any means.
Could y'all date a country girl? Like if your guys' girls were very country, could you date them?
No, it'd be
Like
hard.
they love fishing.
It'd be hard.
Country or redneck?
Country.
Important.
I would never date a redneck girl. I couldn't do
I
it.
say country's fine.
I appreciate that distinction. Yeah, country's not too bad, but that southern twang would get friggin' annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Shania Twang.
I don't know. Not sure. What?
You don't know who Shania Twain is?
The name sounds familiar. I don't know who it is.
Didn't she sing "Feel Like a Woman"? Is that? Yeah.
I thought that was.
Feel like a woman. I'm gonna get roasted if that's not the right.
I was
singer.
thinking of the Ariana Grande song for some reason when you said that.
I don't know.
Oh my
I don't think I
gosh.
know any artist.
I can never forgive Ariana for what she did to Mac.
Honestly,
She didn't do anything wrong, but rest in peace, Mac. I listened to his Tiny Desk concert probably about a day ago. It was amazing.
what'd she do to Mac?
She just left him. He was
Oh,
he was doing too many drugs, and
okay.
Mac's too trill of a guy for a girl like Ariana.
Sounds like he did it to himself a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, dude. You're getting way too
Yeah.
controversial right now.
I love Mac Miller, but he killed himself with drugs.
Mac's slander will not be tolerated in the studio.
I love him. He's great.
Mac will not get cheesed on this podcast.
No, he's fantastic. It's kind of like Whitney Houston. I didn't know much about her, but when I found out who she was and then that she was dead, I was devastated, absolutely distraught. Her music is incredible.
Yeah. Good place too.
Oh,
See, Whitney Houston was sick, but did you ever listen to the album Daytona by Pusha T?
No.
Where he used Whitney Houston's the picture of like her bathroom after the aftermath as his cover.
oh my God.
Oh my god.
It was that album was so fucking good though. Damn. Like so Drake released the album that year too. It was the same year that the whole diss shit went on between Pusha T and
Yeah.
all them. And Drake obviously released an album that year and it was like the #1 album. If Drake released Daytona, Daytona would have been #1 album because of Drake's name on it. Like that album was so fucking good. It was ridiculous. Blew every album out of the water that year, besides maybe Tyler the Creator.
Damn. Kenneth was able to do some videography for Pusha T out in when we were at Art Basel in Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
The gallery, the place where I did the Sneeko episode, they hosted Adidas and Pusha T came out and did a show over there. And yeah, Kenneth got the connect. I'm sure Pusha T didn't. Rappers are interesting. They do not give a, most of them do not give a fuck about performances or leaving a lasting impression.
Mm-hmm.
Their names are just like all they need. But then there is rappers that care. Kanye and then Drake with his new tour where they actually add like art, set design, storytelling to the performances. And it actually is worthwhile.
So did Amber ever tell you about the story about her dad working with Drake and Kanye?
No.
He shot because he was like not a boom man, but he did something with like the explosions on like music videos and all that for a while.
Yeah.
And he worked on a music video with Kanye, Drake, and a couple other people.
Like a pyrotechnic?
Yeah, and he was like, Kanye and Drake were like the coolest people ever. Like they're the most relatable people. Like Kanye would constantly come up to him and be like, oh, what's this? Mr. Jeremy, you need a water? You need a water? You need something to drink? Mr. Jeremy, get Mr. Jeremy a drink. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's actually good to hear. That like people like that, no matter how big like stardom they have, they're actually
Right.
like genuine people.
Truly.
Love Kanye.
And it goes a long way when there's like air behind your name. Just simply being personable and treating people as equals goes a long way when you're somebody like Kanye or Drake. Because your name is not you. Your name is bigger than you for sure. Like the name Kanye is bigger than Kanye.
One of the most satisfying things ever is having the instinct or the inclination to really dislike a celebrity because they seem like a absolute bitch or something like that, and then finding out later that they are, and the whole pop culture turns on them. So satisfying. That was me with Ellen for so many years.
Oh, I hate
I thought she was
yeah.
the worst person ever. She seemed like the fakest celebrity I've ever seen, and nobody ever agreed. Everyone loved her. They're like, oh, she's this wonderful talk show host. And then come to find out, she's like Hitler on set. She's just the worst person in the world to work for or work with. And it was so gratifying to know that I was right. It made me really trust my instincts a lot after that, actually.
Fuck, you know who I can't stand and I can't get everybody to agree with me on they just are not good is Tom Cruise. I just do not like Tom Cruise at all. I don't think he's like everybody said he's the best actor ever. I don't think he's good at all.
He's not a bad actor, but he's supposedly a very, he's like a diva on set. So he's got a lot of hot demands.
Like the only like part I've ever seen him in that I actually enjoyed him was Tropic Thunder when he was the booty juice manager.
Yes.
That was the only part I've ever liked him in because he wasn't his typical savior superhero do everything guy. He was just a balding guy that was a brand manager.
What was that blonde girl that was in a lot of the Tom Cruise sort of films? The skinny blonde actress.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz.
She's great.
Yeah, she was
Charlie's
sick.
Angels. Love her.
Yeah, where's she been
Sweet
at?
Home Alabama?
She retired.
Not familiar with that one. Is it good?
Yeah.
Have to check it out.
You've never seen Sweet Home Alabama?
I don't think so.
Interesting. It's on like fuck, what channel? It's on like A&E like 3,000 times a year. Every year.
Good to know.
Y'all see that MTV is basically just fucking
Ridiculousness.
ridiculousness over and over again. Like MTV just threw in the towel and said, "This works. Older people just put this on the TV and let it play.
Well, they
We're
also-
riding with it."
They have New Jersey Shore too.
Really?
Jersey Shore got a revamp.
That needs to be on a platform like YouTube. I don't know. Who am I to know?
I mean, to get some viewers.
Yeah.
That's the only. I mean, isn't Too Hot to Handle on MTV or is that
Those shows are
Netflix?
crazy. Too Hot to Handle's on Netflix. I don't know if it airs on TV as well, though. I'm assuming it's a Netflix original, I think.
Yeah, Rachel tried to get me to watch it with her, and I was like, "This
Don't
is just
do it.
not my cup of tea." I didn't. I was like,
Because
"This sucks."
you won't want to watch it, and then you'll slowly just see yourself watching it and looking at the dynamics between people.
Mm.
And then you're going to hate yourself because you're like, yeah, I can't look away. I'm watching this.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
What is it? What's it all about?
So people go on this little resort / island / enclosed area.
Oh, you lost me already. I understand.
And it's a bunch of great looking people who are just absolute sluts, all of them.
Almost like a spin-off of like The Bachelor or something, but it's
Worse.
less
Worse.
orchestrated.
Yeah. And then they introduce, so people will get paired up and some people will cheat on each other. And then at the worst fucking moment, 3 hot new bombshells enter the villa. And it'll be 3 just fucking smoking hot women who just don't give a fuck. And they are taking like
Destroying
men
the
and
dynamics.
yeah.
Nice.
Isn't the whole dynamic of that show they can't have sex with each other or something like that? They can't have any type of relation, or is that a different show I'm thinking of?
Too Hot to Handle is that one. Yeah. Too Hot to Handle. If you have sex, you lose money from the prize.
But
So
they're like
there's a pool of money.
they're pretty
Oh,
much
they
they're
have
tricked to
cameras all over the place.
Yeah.
yeah they're tricked to go on the show thinking it's a dating show,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they spring it on them that hey, this is what this is.
Wow.
So yeah, and they know. You know what's weird is they know if you have sex. There's not a single spot on that in that villa where I mean they're recording you having sex and then they're going like minus $10,000 because we watched you guys have sex last night. Like that has to be weird. But then there's another show called Love Island, which is very similar, and it has nothing to do with losing money if you have sex. I don't know if they're allowed to have sex, but I don't know.
Never seen it.
Yeah. Oh, I drove past the Bachelorette house in California in Malibu.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was at the same place every time.
It's that one big house. I don't know. I don't know if they still do it there. I don't know.
I guess I've never seen it to be able to know.
Yeah. We tried to do a bachelorette night with the boys for a while. Some wine and steak.
I have to say, I'm really glad you didn't invite me to that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go.
Well, it's funny because we sat down and watched it for like 10 minutes, and then we got up like, oh, let's play beer pong.
Yeah.
We just started
Yeah.
playing beer pong.
That sounds better.
I was dedicated to it though. I wanted to watch it.
And then the next week we tried to do it again, and it was like again 10 minutes. And I'm like, let's do something else.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
Good.
Do you guys last long?
Depends on how I'm feeling.
I feel like every guy has the capability, but it really is just the decision. Like, do I want to last long? We're talking about running, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Depends on how much horse tranquilizer I take.
How many miles can you actually run? Be honest with me.
Like straight?
Yeah, just straight. You think you can run a marathon?
No, dude. I think the last time I ran, I did like 1.5 miles. That was it.
How many miles do you think you can run straight?
I probably start really, really struggling around 4.
Okay.
Without training for a long time and being out of the gym not long ago, I ran 2 miles and I was able to do it without stopping. And I ran about an 8:30 pace or something like that. I felt pretty
Nice.
good about it.
Sick. I want you guys to combine those numbers. I want you to multiply it by 2. Then I want you to raise it to the power of 4.
No.
Then I want you to triple that number. Subtract 7. That's how many miles I can run. On a real note.
3.
If I started chasing you guys with some sort of weapon that there was no way you would beat me in combat, I would catch you guys around the 4 mile mark,
Yeah.
around the 1.5 mile mark.
Where are you going with this?
I'm just saying, you guys should start running. That way you can outrun me if just in case I had some sort of weapon
Yeah. I would just put myself on a path that led me to something to,
usable.
to beat the shit out of you.
It would have to be 4 miles.
No. It'd be
Close.
It'd be within 4 miles. It'd be doable.
Maybe like run into a backyard with a dog, dodge the dog, and then have the German Shepherd attack me.
No.
That's probably what I would do. I wish life was more like the Ferris Bueller movie. I kind of want to just have a day like that.
Do you?
Like, let's just leave the house and just like, all right, let's wing it.
That's about my everyday off, dude. I don't
You
have...
leave the house without a destination in mind?
Yeah.
Wow.
Seriously? You're just like, I got nothing to do, and you get in the car and you back out of your driveway, and then you just start driving.
Yeah. I mean, I've had times where I do that, and I'll be driving like just around Claremont for 45 minutes before I go, oh shit, let me do that. And that's about every Tuesday and Sunday if I'm not doing anything.
Wow.
You know what? It sucks. Vaping sucks. The fact that, so luckily, our age group, we all graduated 2018 from high school. That's when vapes became very popular. We all vaped.
No, I did not vape.
You didn't vape. You vaped the good. You vaped the real shit. Off. You're unknown anyways, so people don't have to know. You smoked the real stuff. We smoked the nicotine stuff.
I escaped nicotine, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you never did it.
Yeah, I just barely avoided it.
Working at a job or working in like a restaurant and just seeing every single person other than me vape and struggle to hit each other's vapes and like, oh, you got peach ice, and going into the back and hitting it. Bro, we're supposed to be intelligent, smart beings.
It's the funniest shit ever when you see somebody fiending.
Yeah.
Because then they just start acting like a whole child. And it's
crazy.
It's hilarious.
It'll
It's
draw it out of you.
I know you're not acting yourself, but man, this is just deplorable. You're embarrassing yourself.
No, the best one is where someone gives someone their vape to hit and they go, oh, but it's almost dead, and that person kills it. The face of the person whose vape it is, they just look at them. It's like the Trump mugshot. It's like, fuck, because you just ruined their whole night just over a vape.
I always had one on me. I always had a replacement.
Yeah.
I was bad with it. I always got that on my side.
What was your favorite flavor back when we used to?
We're going down the.
There's only one flavor.
Ooh, well, I know what you're rocking with. Well, you were rocking with it for a long time. I don't know if you did a hard switch.
I never did a hard switch.
Oh shit. Well, I better not miss. Banana ice.
That was it,
Banana.
dude. I would rock the fuck out of banana ice.
You know what was a sleeper and one that I chiefed? Peach ice. Peach ice was a sleeper.
That shit was too sweet for me back
Really?
when I used to, yeah.
And then I would just go straight mint or tobacco during my fucking horrible stages. I'd just go straight fucking tobacco. I loved just a tobacco pod.
Like
When
you
you
weren't
were-
playing around anymore. You're like, I know what I want.
I was like, I'm a fucking nicotine
Well,
smoker.
when you'd be fiending and you needed one, you go to the shop and they'd be empty. They'd be like, yeah, we got lychee and we got menthol. And you're just like, fuck, just give me something. And you're stuck with something that you fucking hated. And so like the next day you'd go back because you knew they were getting a shipment, even though you have one that fully works, just one you didn't like, and you just buy a new one.
That's funny. I've never experienced that, but to hear your perspective, that's good.
What also sucked is, so we would always rock a disposable, but then that one guy with the fucking engine in his hand would pull that shit out and be like, what do y'all start smoking some real vapes? Ooh. Ooh.
That was good.
Yeah, thank you. I did like 1-0 once. I did an O once. You make like a little butthole with your mouth and then put your tongue in the middle and then you just go, ooh.
You can do it with cigars.
Yeah, I've done it.
Damn. I would do anything for a cigar right now.
Speaking of, we got to get together, smoke some cigars soon.
I have a whole
Yeah.
box full, dude.
Sick.
Whole box full. If y'all want to partake.
I would love to partake in a box of cigars.
Like literally, like it's probably like
Is it pretty
10,
roomy
10
in
or
there?
15. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Took a
activities.
tobacco class. They gave me a whole box of cigars. It was fucking sick.
Oh, for ABC? Sweet, man. That's awesome. Anyways, you didn't finish telling me how that's going. You just said that you can't stand your assistant, and then she's got Asperger's son.
I can't. I don't want to say I can't stand her. She just annoys me.
Oh, got it.
She'll do things that like she'll get overly stressed about stuff and try to do a whole bunch of stuff all at once, and then try to push her stress onto me. And I'm like, no, like I don't need to be doing what you're doing. Like, just do what you think you need to do. I don't really need to help you. You've been working here long enough. Like, just do your thing.
Bad workers are interesting. Not saying your assistant's bad.
No, she's
But,
not bad at all. She
like,
works her ass off.
Working with people in normal jobs and seeing some true bad workers that have like not only a bad work ethic, but just like ideas that work against them. I don't know. It's like how you're like making your life miserable while you're here. There's corners to cut.
I worked with a guy that taught me a lesson that still sticks with me. Actually, he would tell me all the time how he could have way more work done by the end of the day. His output potential was higher than what he did on a daily basis. But he would always say, "They gotta pay me more if they want that." And I would look at him and I'd say, what do you think's gonna come first? Do you think they're gonna give you this raise that you want and then hope that you start performing better, or you perform better and then they give you the raise? Like, one has to come first, and I know which one it's not gonna be.
Yeah.
And he still was so steadfast in his mindset that he just refused to output past a certain amount on a daily basis just because they wouldn't pay him more. But he never like asked for a raise or anything. He just was waiting for it to happen. And until then, he wasn't going to do a single drop more of work.
Some people play fantasy and don't even really want shit. Like, those people who come up with so many businesses and ideas, and then like they're so gung-ho on it, but it's just a conversation and nothing ever comes out of anything. Or people who are so gung-ho about getting a raise, and it's like, you're just talking about it, bro.
Yeah.
You have no outline or plan. It's just whack. Yeah.
Some people are all talk.
So before the episode ends, at some point, you want to do a controversial clip to post on your Instagram, try to get some clicks.
I'm clout hungry right now. Fucking hit it, Kyle.
I mean, just start thinking. I don't have anything on top of the dome. I'm always controversial.
We're thinking of controversy on the spot.
No. I mean, we don't have to do it now. Just it's like a crock pot. Just slow cook it. Just think about it. Yeah, post that on your Instagram.
PJ, cut that one out, but just include our reaction to it. On
Definitely should keep that because it's true.
Yeah, but the truth just demonetizes
Holy
sometimes.
Shit.
The truth gets us demonetized.
They should know.
So
PJ, work your way around that.
I'm
so
sorry,
this
man.
isn't.
I don't regret.
You're giving him a lot of editing.
This isn't controversial, but it's about trans people. Just giving you a heads up. This isn't controversial.
That's fine. Yeah,
not controversial.
We can talk about trans.
So my mom's friend has a trans. I guess I don't know how to sort of categorize it. So it's a girl turned boy.
So it's just a trans boy.
Oh yeah, hell.
Okay, I don't know how to say that. Whether it's a
Okay.
trans girl, trans boy. That's where I was sort of lost.
I'm lost there all the time. Do you have any idea how to distinguish?
If a girl changes to a boy, it's a trans boy.
Okay.
Vice versa, it's a trans boy.
So trans boy.
Heard. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Her name was I think it's Ashley. And so, do you know how most people try to get something similar to their name? Like Ashley would be like Ashton or something like that. No, it's Joe. She changed her name to Joe. And I'm like, where was the correlation? Like, what made you go, I want to be Joe?
Does she look like a Joe?
No. Not at all.
I don't know.
And it's like Ashton or Ash
But
or Anthony.
yeah, I get your point.
Joe.
Some people just wake up and they don't want to be the gender they are, and for some reason they're hooked on changing their gender.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're very successful at it, and then sometimes it just makes mental health worse for them in a lot of cases too. Yeah.
He is putting his foot down and not backing up.
That was genuine. I really think I wish them the best.
People have to be people too, though. Like, what if I was obsessed with Rubik's Cubes? And I just did Rubik's Cubes all day to the point where my fingers were blistered.
Are you trying to spin zone this?
I'm a guy doing Rubik's Cubes, dude. You gotta let people be people. If I like doing a Rubik's Cube, you gotta just let them be a Rubik's Cube. Let me be a Rubik's Cube, dude. If a girl wants to be a boy, you just gotta,
You know what?
I feel like you gotta be able to poke fun at it too and everything, but
you can't.
Well, you can now. You can now.
Can
We're
you?
past that. We passed that. This is a new thing. This is slightly newer. It's slightly more viral.
Saying it twice makes you feel more confident.
What did I say twice?
You'll have to watch.
Okay. I'm excited to see what I say. But yeah, if you people be people, man.
I would love to see the subtitles on what you just did.
Yeah.
It was really.
Well, I just know has strong opinions on a lot of topics. Who's bleep out all that? Fuck. This podcast is crazy.
Yeah.
This podcast is hard.
I feel pretty firmly about it.
I know you do. But I know that you know.
And maybe on top of it.
But like I said, you gotta let people be people. If I like to smoke weed every night and get high as shit,
I'm not
you
telling
just gotta
him what
let
to
me
do.
be me.
I'm not telling him. I'm saying I wish you the best.
Yeah, but some of them are dope. And especially nowadays, there's some
probably-
handsome men and there's some pretty girls.
Are we talking about men
Yeah.
and girls? Or
We're talking about switched.
Huh.
We're talking about started as something and then changed to the
Yes.
other.
So to change the subject real quick,
Thank you.
I think this might be the longest cut segment that you've
Yeah.
ever had on this show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I don't mean to throw shade at one of your guests you've had on the show before, because he seemed
Okay.
like a really cool guy. But the no femur kid,
Yeah.
you posted a Polaroid picture of you and him. He has the craziest looking foot I had ever seen.
Foot or both his feet?
I only saw one foot, but it was the craziest looking foot I've ever seen.
His feet are huge. Cause
No, it's not about size of the foot.
Oh,
Were they like hands?
yeah, they
No.
were like they could grab shit. if
What
they
was
wanted
it
to.
crazy?
I had to take a screenshot of it because I was like, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
What's up, no femur kid? He's training for boxing right now.
That's sick.
You know what?
I could just kick him in the face.
No femur kid. I want to fucking fight you. Let's box.
But you got to be on your knees.
Yeah, I'll be on my knees.
Bro, that looks decrepit.
Let me see his foot.
What's happening? It's got to be the lighting.
It's just a Polaroid. Yeah, it's the Polaroid.
Yeah.
Because I saw it and I was like, holy fuck. I was like, that is the wildest thing I've ever seen. I was like, and you're sitting right next to it.
Do you guys feel do you guys like it's very rare that I look at a picture of myself and I'm like, oh, he's good looking. Do you guys just look at pictures of yourselves and just absolutely just hate it?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
But then
But there are times where
people will like people will be like, oh, you look great.
But I mean, I do have
I don't think
times
they're
where
lying.
if I'm like in a picture, I'm like, oh, I look good in that picture. Like that's a postable picture.
That happens.
In a humble way.
But rarely. For some reason, whenever somebody else is taking a picture of me, like just hanging out, I'm like, God,
Yeah. I think
I'm looking like that.
Yeah. I think it runs in my family to be horribly unphotogenic.
You're not photogenic. Actually,
so
you look
bad.
better in photos.
No, we took
Like I would catfish a bitch with you.
No.
we took prom pictures once.
Yeah.
And you looked just
You think-
Great.
sleek as fuck in that
Bro.
pic. You looked like a fucking
Well, thanks. I didn't think so.
like a mafia guy. You were just straight faced, just like chilling.
Those photos live rent free in my head too.
Do they?
Yeah, like I know exactly what you're talking about. I was like, Bailey looks tough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I don't feel that way, but it's nice to know that maybe I don't look as bad as.
Well, to be honest, I do want you to get a fade. I do need
Oh,
you
I
to
know
get a
you
fade
do.
on the sides.
I know you do, but I'm not going to pay for a barber at any time soon.
I'll sponsor you.
No. It's not worth it. I have my lady over here cut my hair. She's great.
Oh, so back when I said I had 40 likes on my playlist, I didn't. I had 37. I now have 40.
Nice.
Oh,
Now I finally hit 40.
So
I
you're
hit
a liar.
I hit the benchmark. Yeah, dude. Fucking go back. I need to get one of those Twitter, the reader's remorse or something like that, where like the readers can fact check you and stuff like that. I need to get fact checked.
You should release an apology video. You should release an apology video.
Yeah.
I want to do an apology video so bad.
About?
I don't know. I just want to get.
You
I
oughta do
want
it. You oughta do-
controversy.
Well, say something that offends people.
Yeah, dude. No.
I have, like the no pickles on the
No.
Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Like you gotta take a couple steps forward in some area you know you shouldn't, and then a couple days later be like, guys, I'm sorry.
No, wait.
I was irritable.
You know what you need to do? You know what everybody does as a joke is the Notes app apologies.
and read off of
You
it.
no. You just post on your Instagram. Just you typing out something on your Notes app. Just post literally for this episode. Look back and like, what did I say that I could somehow say sorry for? Even if it's the stupidest thing and you don't give any context of what you're saying sorry for, and post it, and
it
people
really
will start
bad.
watching and be like, was he apologizing for? What?
Wow. Honestly, I love that idea.
Yeah,
It's very good.
You want to be
It's
a manager?
clickbait.
I love little bait and switch.
it's clickbait.
It is. And I mean, to go back, Steiny. You brought up Steiny.
Oh yeah.
Is he that little chubby kid on?
Full Send. Yeah.
Just everything out of his mouth is stupid.
I saw Angel Schultz fucking roast the
And,
hell out of
and
him.
Andrew Schultz was in the wrong.
Whoa.
Andrew Schultz was in the wrong.
He picked him apart in such a way. It was like, this is nothing but absolutely humiliating, and I loved it. I loved it.
He bullied the weakest guy in the room.
I don't.
And
Think
what does that say about Andrew?
I think he bullied all of them.
he literally?
He tried to go for Kyle, but like Kyle is bullyable. That's not bullyable. Let's do it.
Harassable.
Yeah,
Steiny literally asked for it though.
he does.
And that's, I mean, that I
Literally.
feel like that's why he's on that podcast.
but with the Andrew Schultz podcast, he didn't ask for it.
watched
I
some
felt
clips
bad
where
'cause he was trying to
asking
avoid it.
questions. He was asking some questions that led to his own demise, basically.
Yeah, but he asked stupid questions. That's why Full Send's interesting. It's like, like when I like that new girl named Bobby. Bobby, what's her name? Art.
She sucks.
She sucks.
She sucks.
She sucks. But you know what you're getting into. Oh, I'm gonna click on this interview, and she's gonna act extremely awkward. I'm gonna see a different side of the guest, and it's probably not gonna be a super good conversation.
Is it
It's gonna
that
be
little
30
blonde girl
minutes.
that's
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
floor?
She's an industry plant.
Some of her clips are kind of good. I loved it with
Yeah.
Mark Cuban.
She did go.
Well, that's the thing, though. In the interview, who's the better part of the interview? The guest or her? It's always the guest.
Yeah. But
Like
isn't that
Lil
the
Yachty
point?
was awesome, or Mark Cuban is awesome, but everybody already knew that they were awesome.
Who is she and how does she get these high profile
She's
guests?
an industry plant, brother.
What does that mean?
That means the industry planted her. I love this show. She rose to fame way too quick. It was overnight. She had one podcast, and then I guarantee you, somebody in a black coat knocked on her address and said, "I will give you Drake, so and so for 60% ownership of everything you've ever made in your life. Can you put your blood on this paper?" And then they walked away.
Maybe she's just some like politician's daughter or something and is really well connected. I'm just wondering where she came from. I've never heard of her before. And then how do you all of a
Yeah.
sudden get Lil Yachty and Mark Cuban?
Well, she had
And
more.
Drake.
She had more podcasts before the Drake and everything.
Yeah.
Apparently, she had like 300 episodes.
Yeah. I'm being
wow.
a little extreme.
Really?
No, she did not.
Swear,
No.
look it up.
Fact check.
I just read a comment from a comment section. That's my proof.
She's also a stand-up comedian before.
Yeah, I've seen her stand up.
Was she?
Which, by the way, all of us should do stand-up. We should just go to a open mic and just fucking let it roll, baby.
I don't
We
think-
should bring some friends, and we should do an open mic night. We should record it. We should record each of our sets and then shit on each other.
Yeah, I don't
See,
know.
here's a controversial take. I haven't seen a woman stand up that made me laugh.
Ow.
Ooh, what's
Yeah,
her
I mean,
name?
if you can give me one, that'd be awesome.
Eliza
but-
Schlesinger. She's actually got some decent stand up. It's on
Okay.
Netflix, or at least it was when I last saw it. It's not bad.
Is she the one that talks really nasally?
I don't know. I don't think so.
She was on
Joe Rogan
no. She was on one of the celebrity roasts one time.
might have been.
I forget which one.
I think it might have been funny. Either it was funny or it was one of the only women's stand-ups I watched, and I decided that it wasn't funny and I wasn't going to watch anymore. I don't remember.
Oh, so you're saying she's not funny?
I don't remember now. Now that I'm thinking more about it, I don't remember if she was funny.
Comedy is definitely a male-dominated field, and I wonder why, though, actually.
I don't know.
I wonder why.
Anything that's competitive, men tend to dominate.
You're so blatant.
It is. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Gymnastics? Are we better at gymnastics, too?
Yes, decisively.
Damn.
Except for
What about diving?
The little girl. She's been doing it forever. She's on the USA Olympic team. She's like the best gymnast ever.
Simone Biles?
Yeah,
Bad
exactly.
baby.
Yeah.
Simone Biles. Yeah, bro, Simone Biles' wedding. Have you guys randomly seen her wedding fucking video that went viral when she did get married? I've watched her wedding more times than she's watched her own. I don't know why.
What are some sports or competitive things where you would think there would be absolutely zero advantage for men or women? One thing I know that I could think of is like chess. You'd think that chess has no advantage on one way or leaning one way or the other. It's like totally mental. There's no physical aspect involved.
Yeah.
But men are decidedly better at chess.
Well, what's interesting is sports, and then a lot of like games like that. It is weird how there's seemingly males either score higher but girls are so much better at these tiny intrinsic things that it is involved with life.
Cooking.
Cooking, I would say just
Art,
overall
yeah.
hand movement,
Yeah,
art,
maybe.
handwriting,
I don't know enough
loving. I feel like most women are better at sheltering somebody than a man could ever.
But that wasn't my question. My question.
Poker?
Motherhood.
Poker?
Poker.
I'm pretty sure men dominate poker.
This
I'm
is
not
weird, and I don't
you're,
like
but you're
this.
saying there's no advantage though in poker.
certain. Yeah, that's what I would think. That was perplexed me the other day. I was thinking about it. I'm like, why are the best
think-
male players in this or that, even though there's seemingly no advantage? Why are they so much better than the top female players?
My honest opinion is we don't have chronic back pain and stomach issues and a cycle every single
You
month.
lost me.
I think another argument to be made by that is sample size. Like for every, obviously this is a thrown out number, but for every 100 male poker players, there's one female.
That's a great point. That's
So
a
it's
really
like,
good point. Yeah.
You know, if let's say there's the World Series of Poker and there's 10,000 people and there's only, let's say 40 women.
Yeah.
They could easily get knocked out at some point, just like some of the best poker players get knocked out in the first couple tables. It's all about sample size.
Yeah, because I was really wondering. So that's a enlightening perspective. But then still, why are the best at in this field? Why are the best men better than the best women? I don't know.
I just
but
don't
I guess
think
sample
girls-
size has to play a huge role.
Yeah, they just don't like what. Those are, I don't know. I feel like girls just don't like that shit.
Yeah, I
They're
don't know.
not messing with it.
I didn't bring that up to start spouting off about how men are better than women. I just am genuinely
But
curious.
you are unknown entity, and this is the boys only episodes. So I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, no.
We're
No,
having
I love women. I lift women
Yeah.
up. I'm a true feminist, not these fucking fake liberal blue-haired fat bitch feminists
right
today.
like the kind that leave like in the subway when that homeless person walked up to that woman and just grabbed her hair and held her down there, and there was like fully grown men all over the subway.
Yeah, you beat the shit out
Just
of the dude.
at least subdue.
Yeah.
Or at least, do something. This woman's sitting here not knowing what's going to happen, just sitting here like crying because she's being held by her hair. And there's grown men literally recording her. And then at the end, they flip the camera onto them like, holy shit. And it's like this grown guy that could like do something.
But then again, you don't know who's with that dude. You don't want to get stabbed or shot over someone you don't know for some stupid situation you don't need to be involved in.
I would hope if I didn't know you in the subway and I saw you, I could be like, brother, what are we doing here?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, are we, or if I like said something, I was like, hey man, let go of her. I'm hoping
Somebody
and then he
else.
pulls out a blade and then we're both fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah. I'd like to think the world is that good.
Yeah. I believe most people are good. I do. Sometimes I've been having this, there's not a word for this emotion, but I've been having this overwhelming sense of love for humans because I understand they're not perfect. Like I'll see somebody who's not perfect and I'll just be like, I really hope just good things happen for you and to you.
Some people aren't dealt the best cards.
Right. None of us. And the one person who was dealt perfect cards, Lucifer, is now,
Squandered it,
yeah,
as you said earlier.
yeah,
Loser.
perfect in every way, bro. Just thought he was him.
You know what he did? He bit the hand that fed him.
Put all his chips on the table. Yeah, fuck.
He did. He made a bad bet.
Yeah.
Too bad he's not real.
Bro tried to do a bounce shot during beer pong on only 3 cups left. House rules doesn't work. It's only 1 cup.
Man, the audience for that specific statement.
Yeah. Lucifer called Island on 3 cups. House rules doesn't work out. It's not gonna be 2. It's just gonna be 1.
Beer pong's fun.
Beer pong is fun.
You think if you played Lucifer in beer pong, who would you pick as your teammate if you were playing Lucifer in beer pong?
Probably Jesus. He's perfect.
Yeah.
If we're choosing from fictional characters.
I was about to say. That's like
Jeez, this episode is
I was about to say, you'd be
unfiltered.
standing alone at that table. You wouldn't be playing anybody. You wouldn't be playing with anybody.
I had to get it out before you did.
I think you've attacked every
No, I love everyone.
Every group of people. Oh, dude. What are you going to attack black people next, man?
Don't get me started.
okay,
No,
moving
all
on.
right.
He has you have a couple black friends, so you're cool, right?
I love to be polarizing.
Yeah.
I love to be controversial, just to vex people with opinions that they don't share
And this is why I
or
platform
facts
you,
that they
brother.
don't like to accept.
Right.
I love it. I love it. It's like live in reality. I don't care how you feel about what I'm saying. I'm going to say it. You're going to hear it.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna move on.
And you've always been that way.
And then you're gonna dwell on it for days, being upset. Like, I can't believe that guy had the balls to say that. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Well, you and Kyle impressed me, both of you, because the way when I introduce you guys to new people, you guys are just gonna be yourself, and you're also not gonna like make anything more comfortable.
I have no agenda when I meet a new
Yeah.
person. I'm not trying to
crazy.
make them my friend. I'm not trying to make them like me. I'm just
Just you.
I'm there. I'm like, hey, you're in the room now too,
Everybody likes you,
which is weird.
and I love it.
I don't know why.
I've been telling you this forever.
I don't know why.
I've been told you, brother.
I'm not even like nice to people when I'll barely introduce.
You don't gotta be
myself.
nice.
And they're like, dude, that you keep telling me about how people are like, hey, that dude, I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I just outed myself.
Yep. Don't bleep. If he says his own name, don't bleep it.
No,
I'm just kidding.
help me
Bleep it
out here.
Yeah. We don't even know who you are, dude.
Yeah,
And if you ever got canceled
yeah.
from the wet slap,
I would laugh.
on a
so
real
hard.
note, I would just be like, I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
And then I'd have you back on and just change the color of your blur.
I just wear a different shirt or
Yeah.
something.
Change the voice tone.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Cancel me. I have no stake in the game. I'm
Right.
not here because I want to be on this podcast. I'm here because I'm hanging out with some friends.
I love that.
Nice.
That's called longevity.
I don't know much longer you want to go, but I'm squeezing one thing in real
Hit
quick.
me.
Have you ever done the girl filter on Snapchat?
Yeah.
Would you fuck yourself?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh man, it's so bad. I look like my mother. I'm a
So would you?
spitting image of my mother.
So would you?
No, God. No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It was so fun. I did it a couple days ago, and for some reason it gave me like curly hair, and I was like, I look like a Spanish mom right now. Like it changed my complexion a little bit, and I had like really bright lipstick on with the curly hair. I was like, I am a Spanish mom right now.
Say that again.
All right, bro.
What'd you have? Tell me everything. You said bright lipstick, curly hair, maybe a mother of some sort.
I have been learning Spanish at work though. Some of my Spanish coworkers been.
Yeah, I'm about to put you on the fucking spot.
No. They only taught me like some little Puerto Rican slang here, and they're like "huepa" or "eche corda."
Do they have a nickname for you? They call you Güero?
No.
Oh, I worked with a bunch of Spanish guys. They kept calling me Güero. It took me a while.
What's
to
that
figure out
mean?
What does it mean?
I think it just means like white Mexican, or like if a white man was born and grew up in Mexico and spoke Spanish and was totally a part of their culture,
Yeah.
so like seamlessly fit in with the way he acted. But
So like Tarzan, but in Mexico.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's what's
I
interesting
think-
about Spain.
I could be wrong. That could be a total. I could have botched that definition of güero, but that's what I came to understand it as.
When you go to Spain, it's just a bunch of white people
Say-
that speak Spanish.
Next time you go, you hang out with Kenneth. You just say first time you see him, don't even say anything. Go "huepa" or like "eche corda."
If I get
what are those
slapped or
things?
something,
It
I'm
pretty
upset.
much it pretty much seems, it's like a damn, you look good or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Is it like a cat call?
It can't. It's like a so "huepa" is sort of like universal Puerto Rico, like a damn kind of thing, and the "eche corda" is apparently like an inner Puerto Rico, like not like the people come to visit Puerto Rico, like the inner city, like places you don't go, Puerto Rico.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Puerto Rico story real quick before we close it out, because we're about on one hour right now. In Puerto Rico, we were on the east side of the island. And anyways, Chris, a guy that I went to Puerto Rico with, he grew up on the island, but apparently he was going to the hood to pick up drugs for us. Weed people. We're not freaking weirdos. But he starts taking off all his jewelry and he's starting to like breathe a little bit heavier. And I'm like, brother, this is your island. Are you all right? And he's like, no. He's like, they do stuff down here. Like they'll definitely, if you walk down there with me, like a big white guy, they would definitely target you for sure. And so he walked down this way and then there was just this aisle of hood homes. Came back with weed and we were good. But I was hoping there would be more to the story.
I was about to say, so there's no climax to this story or anything like that?
Oh yeah, brother. No climax.
Damn.
The Wet Slab! Yo, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. This was a Crazy Boys only episode. I think these are going to become better and better with time. But I think this was like the most unfiltered episode we've ever had on the Wet Slab. talked about a lot of unforgiving, deplorable things, but I'm glad we openly talk about it and just have a good time. Shout out to Unknown Entity. Shout out to Mr. Kyle right here.
Hope you
Dude,
all
shout out Korean Zombie. I love you. Great career. Thank you.
Shout out to SeatGeek. Use promo code the Wet Slap. Buy the merch. Like and subscribe. Deuce.
Deuce.